problem here, and it needs to be fixed. Whether the school stays here or goes, if it stays, I hope to God you got something quick, because kids are suffering here.
For the rest of the year.
When some of these kids come to school, because it's very, very important to every single year. And that needs care, and making sure that we have these safety, especially again, as I said, many schools have.
That's right, folks. Don't touch that dial.
Accountability is the big issue. If we get complacent and assume that once we have the power...
They called me Vito Corleone. At first I thought that was an insult, and I think the people that were upset when I vetoed their line items in the budget, Senator, I think they might have thought that that was a bad thing, but I wore it as a badge of honor. 2,500 separate line items in the budget. Tell me how much he appreciated the reduction we're seeing.
They are responding to a burglary call or someone who's casing these houses. And so I
left here in the 90s and I moved to Chicago. In Chicago, that's we'll bring it back to the
state jumps in then. There's a whole lot of other things that happen. So the next one I talk about.
I'm not gonna listen to them because I can't relate to it. If I feel though that people need to have a little bit more empathy, put themselves in other people's shoes. Because everybody do not have those.
Just bought my house 2 years ago, and it's a peaceful place because a cemetery across the street from it. And I wasn't expecting for a crematorium to be built there.
I understand what you're saying, but what you're trying to represent is my work.
5 days post-op surgery, but I got it again anyway because it meant that much to me for this not to happen. So no, I was not involved.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
Doors and turn the lights down low.
I think that seeing people kind of push a threshold and, push themselves past their comfort level, it's really cool to see. And I think that, he'd appreciate that and really understand that, it's more than themselves at this point, pushing each other every single day.
It has the Christmas lights, holiday lights all around it.
You can have your picture taken by Walgreens.
Each box.
And you got Rural and Rural Mortgage. That was a weak one. We didn't hardly hear that. Remember to tip these.
And it's really fun to see guys come in crazy hats. I mean, how often do you see that? Women, yeah, I mean, they're going to wear a crazy hat now and then, but guys, super fun to see them get silly.
We'll be switching out the bartenders in about 6 minutes, so it's the last chance to help support RIA Federal Credit Union.
Just awesome. I was very impressed with the honor flight people. They did everything for us. It was all about us. I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
It's something that obviously is not very fun for anybody to think about, but if you don't think about it and you aren't prepared for it, then on the off chance that it might happen here, we wouldn't be ready. And we want to make sure that we're as ready as possible to react to any possible emergency on campus, whether it's an active shooter or a tornado or a gas leak or a fire, anything like that.
Kyle, take it.